Hi there, David Mourad here. Another month's passed and it's the 2nd of December. Just a recap of our runners over the last month in November. Just had the 5 runners but managed to get a winner, so that was great. And in fact we've actually had a winner every month since March, if not multiple winners in some months. So it's been a really good year for us, and yeah, quite happy with everything, so that's very good, and congratulations to all those owners. So we'll kick off this month with C Sharp, who's trained by Tim Martin. He had a great start to the preparation with the first up win at Kembla Grange on the 12th of November. He was first up over 1200 metres and went straight into that race without a trial. He's a sort of a 2000 metre plus type horse, so it was really good to see him win fresh, and he really knuckled home hard and found the line late to just win in the last stride. Put in another good run second up, which was at Canterbury on the 25th of November over 1550 metres, and he ran a very close second, finishing off strong again. So he's definitely in for a nice preparation going forwards. Next up, going to look to step him up in trip. A couple of options here: the 9th of December at Canterbury over 1900 metres, or on the 10th of December there's a 2000 metre race at Rose Hill. So he's going to appreciate the extra distance, and yeah, looking forward to that. Justice for All, now trained by Darren Weir. The owners just opted for a change of trainers for a change of luck. He's had 2 runs so far this prep. His first up run was good. It was at Donald on the 13th of November, over the mile there. Lucky to run into a heavy track that day. There's plenty of rain around, and it was a heavy 10, which suits him. And he ran on well, came home strong to run a good second. Second up run, which was yesterday, it was okay. Ran 5th. It was a good track. Look, it wasn't bad. He was still finding the line. He is looking for further. That was over 1700 metres. He is looking to get over 2000 and further. And of course, any rain around certainly helps his chances. So hopefully there's a suitable option next start over a bit further, and if there's rain around, that's going to be good for him. Secret Agenda for Mick Price. Had her last run for the prep on the 1st of November on Melbourne Cup Day. Just got too far back, much further back than we would have liked, but she did run home strong, and it was a good run, but she just was too late. So she finished 7th in quite a big field. I think it was 18 runners, beating around 4 lengths, and it wasn't disgraced. But she's a mare that loves the wet and certainly grows another leg in the wet. So we've sent her out for a spell at this time of year. The tracks are quite hard, and we'll look towards Sydney in the autumn next year to target some of the stakes races up here, and obviously should be wet around that time of year, which is going to suit. Vegas Strip. She started off the preparation with a good win, but was disappointing second up at Moonee Valley on the 26th of November. But to be fair, it was quite a strong field, and she had a pretty tough run. She got caught out wide with no cover, and in my opinion was entitled to weaken off in the finish there. Look, we've decided to move her up to Sydney to be trained by Gerald Ryan. She's a young 3-year-old filly. That's Bob's Bonus. There's plenty of prize money on offer up in New South Wales with the recent boost to the prize money up here, and obviously the Bob's Bonus is a great incentive, and that's going to add some extra bonuses onto the winnings there. So Gerald Ryan obviously trains well with the Schnitzels. He trained him himself, and he's had more Schnitzel winners than any other trainer. So we think this filly is going to be suited up in New South Wales and can have a chance up here. She's just arrived at the stable, so not too sure where she'll kick things off with Gerald. And the last runner through November was Denman Flyer. And he's actually run his last race with us. He was disappointing in a suitable race up at Ipswich, where he should have been pretty competitive, and he finished last in that race. Wasn't too many excuses, and half a week later he's pulled up a little bit with a little bit of an issue, nothing major, but he required a spell, and look, the owners decided that he had had enough, and we've decided to move him on. So that's okay. He did well for us, got a few wins there, and an existing owner has purchased him, so we wish him all the best for Dem and Fly to have a crack with him. So like I said, that was all the runners this month, and hopefully we can get another winner in December, and that would have been a winner in at least 10 months of the year, and multiple winners in a few months. So fingers crossed. For my tip, last month's tip, Oceanographer in the Melbourne Cup didn't do as well as we had hoped. Pulled up a little bit sore after the race, and obviously the quick backup from Derby Day was just too much for him. So just continued my poor track record of tipping in the Melbourne Cup. This month, I've had a quick look at the races at Rose Hill tomorrow. I like in race 8, number 5, Regis. He's trained by Darren Weir, and would you believe it or not, Darren Weir has not trained a Sydney winner yet. So he's only had a handful of runners, but you know, he trained an incredible amount of winners last season and every season, yet to get one in Sydney. So Regis's form looks strong. He won last start over 1400 metres. Beat a handy field, including subsequent Group 1 winner Takedown. So if he can bring that form into tomorrow's race, he should do well. He's currently fixed odds at $5 at the TAB. So that's it for wraps up another month. So have a great weekend to you all, and we'll see you next month. Thanks guys, bye.